beer and vinyl time again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Favourite time.
Yes, well, the beer part. The vinyl's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
So my first beer today, Samuel Smith's Fermented in Stone Yorkshire Squares, it says. Imperial Stout. Silver medal bottled ale, 1930. Wow.
Yeah.
This is obviously from more recently than that, but originally it was 1930. A rich, flavourful brew of the type 1640 from Britain to Imperial Russia. Deep chocolate colour, scented barley nose with licorice notes and a lingering finish of coffee. Enjoy with steak or poivre, whatever that means. Oh, wow. A Stilton or on its own as a digestif. Yeah, so I'll be hungry after this. It'll help to... Brewed in Stone Yorkshire Squares, whatever that is.
You've read that before.
Some kind of weird brewing method.
7%.
7%, that'd be nice. What's your one, buddy? 20%? Well,
do you want to read it? Because I'm blind.
Yeah. Rodenbach Grand Cru, aged in oak foeders. Flanders Red Ale, so that's from Belgium. Yeah, crafted and brewed in Roeselare, Belgium.
Anything on the back?
Oh, that's very small and in very weird writing. No, that's foreign. Yeah, it's all foreign.
Well, another sort of Trappist type.
What's the?
Belgian
6%.
Yeah.
Amateur.
I know.
Wimp.
That's quite low for a Belgian beer.
Leave the hall this instant. Right, and also we're going to do some vinyl.
Yeah.
Right, let's get these open first.
We'll try.
You want to do it? Right.
Yes, please. I don't know. I don't have the technology.
The appliance of science.
Yeah.
Coming very handy. This is the present from my nephews years ago. It's coming very handy. I'll let you pour it. I'm going to pour my own one.
Did you see that? I was like, pour it then.
Yeah, cheeky bastard. It's not beer and vinyl, you know. Beer guys, I mean. Beer guys I did a pouring.
When I had my bag stolen with my computer in it, I also had my keys, which also had a Motorhead bottle opener. I was gutted to lose my Motorhead
you were more pissed off about that.
Probably was.
You could probably get a new one.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get a new one. Right, so what vinyl? We didn't go with a particular theme, just like grab whatever you wanted to grab.
Yeah.
Right, now, we just did a Celtic Frost discography kind of like ranking. Elric did, and
hell's bells.
Is it powerful or strange?
It tastes like it's sort of like vinegary, like it's off or something. Is there a date or
22? Do you want me to try it?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that.
Smells a bit.
It's not cloudy or anything though.
Not like that. The head's fresh.
Yeah, mate. Maybe it's supposed to taste weird like that.
Oh no. Oh, that's fucking sharp as a fucking... sharp as a knife.
I think it probably maybe is supposed to. It tastes like, you know when you go to a pub and the bitter's off?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's a red ale, but doesn't make... Has it got fruit in it or something?
Oh, man.
The rest of it's all in forest.
Oh, no, them crazy Belgians is probably how it's supposed to taste.
Yeah, maybe, because it doesn't look cloudy. The head looks fresh.
Yeah.
It's got 2 years on the bloody well.
There's no clog or sediment or anything like that.
So maybe it is meant to be like that. It's
I'll get through it.
You'll manage. Right.
I'll manage. Right.
Ooh. Now this one, today, I've gone with an album I've barely even listened to.
Okay.
So I might end up enjoying your album more, who knows. What it was, about 9 years ago, we did a Greyfest, which is just basically a musical Greyfest. People come around my house and they play records. Yeah. And Lindsay brought 2 of his records over, and they've sat there forevermore. He's never come to collect them, and I think I listened to them both once.
Yeah.
And we was actually chatting. Because we had a little, just a gathering at the flats behind our house kind of thing, sort of picnic, and Lindsay said, I was ribbing him about his records as I always do, saying they're mine now, and he said, have you listened to that EXE yet? Oh no, I haven't really listened to it, so gonna change that now. I'm gonna listen to EXE today, on Lindsay's suggestion, but looks suitably fresh, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I think I have listened to it. Let's have a look on the back.
That's kind of metally. I think we could.
Stricken by Night. Yeah. No, Mike. Stricken by Mike. The cover is a bit cheesy. But in proper metal fashion.
What year?
To boldly thrash where none have thrashed before. EXE, Stricken by Might. It is true to say this LP has class stamped all over it, especially in the production department. there is every reason to believe that the meteoric rise of EXE is bound to continue for some time to come. Yeah, or they disappeared and nobody had heard of them again. Yeah. That was by Dave Ling of Metal Hammer. Dave Reynolds of Metal Forces said, "This is intense, the best thrash album since Kill 'Em All." And Malcolm Dome of Kerrang said, "Along with Death Angels, The Ultraviolence, this is the finest debut thrash LP of 1987, no problem."
Wow.
Yeah, so 1987, it's an old one then.
Yeah.
So what?
Getting heralded a bit.
Yeah, it looked like they were quite good, but things didn't work out for them. I don't know if they ever went on to anything else. Yeah. I don't recognise any of the band members' names at all. Looks slightly from New York, maybe. The correspondence was the Violent Death Squad in PO Box in New York.
Okay.
So what's your one?
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what you think about this. I'm sure you might not like it, but like I'm going to go for the Misfits Earth AD. The reason for this is this was their third release, and they moved much more into a sort of metal, thrashy style. This is really brutal. This is really fast.
Are they not horror punk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still are with this, but there's much more of a metallic sound, and the speed is...
Okay.
This was probably the most brutal record to come out in '85.
Okay.
It's 16 minutes long.
Okay, so that's a nice quick one then.
Yeah. And the album covers, look at that album cover, it's awesome.
Do you remember whose turn it is to go play first? Does it matter? I can't remember who played first last time. I can't remember what fucking album we did last time.
I can't remember.
No, I'll let you go first anyway then.
It's a quickie.
Stay seated.
No, put it on. I'm not talking. I'm talking
You had something you wanted to say. You was gonna. This is but you sit on your record cover.
No, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
Danzig, isn't it? Glenn Danzig.
Yeah. It's the classic lineup of Glenn Danzig vocals, Jerry Only bass, Doyle guitar, and Robbo drums. Robbo was in Black Flag as well.
So how long after this?
They split up after this.
Oh, after that one. It was the last one before Danzig went his own way.
Yeah,
right.
and you got Semaine, and then obviously his band. The rest did a sort of metal side project briefly, and then Misfits got back together again.
Yeah, I think there was one album. I think Jerry Only maybe in Doyle. I can't remember now. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a really fucking good album that I heard.
One of you
I played a track off it at one of my shows.
Yeah, something Christ. It's spelled K-R-I-S-S. Oh yeah, it was a side project they did in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Or maybe early 90s.
I checked out for one track on my show because it went with one of my theme shows and it was really good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad actually, yeah.
Really good metal. Anyway, play it. We won't talk now.
So this is definitely the fastest stuff at this time.
Right.
For sure. And it's all raw and fucking like feedback and nastiness.
Okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's one of those bands, one of those like Misfits. I've always seen them talked about. Never ever listened to them. Never ever wanted to check them out particularly. It's like kind of thing. If I bought it back in the day when I never had many albums to listen to, I'd listen to it. It would be. I'm pretty sure it would fucking get. A few plays and it'd probably get in your head. And you probably like it, but it's like it was alright. It was like you say, it's crossover. It's
you can hear the metal crossover, sort of thrashy thing.
Like I made the point when we was listening to it. So why do punks go over into metal? Because they learn how to play their instruments. It's like when they start off, it's all attitude and bloody well, just they want to make a noise, and make a racket. I don't know. That's what I imagine. Then later on, they think, well, we can play a bit better now. Maybe we should structure things a bit more or something like that. But it's
also. I think also metal in the 80s, thrash metal was also gaining quite big in popularity, and they probably thought going on that bandwagon was probably a good idea as well. Yeah. I think it's a mixer of all sorts, but
it was awesome. You can hear the punk, definitely hear the punk, you know, and it was very sort of punky in the vocal delivery kind of thing. Yeah. Lots of feedback. First two songs, heaven. Just like one song feeds back into the next song. Yeah. We was debating whether maybe they recorded them both at the same time. Like, we thought maybe it might be feedback all the way through, but it wasn't. There was a few gaps. Yeah. Proper gaps between tracks. But it was. The
songs Earth AD, Queen Wasp, Devil Lock, Death Comes Ripping in Green Hill. Yeah. Most of the songs are about either devil stuff or basically killing people.
Yeah. Is it Green Hill? Wasn't Green Hill? There's like horror movies called Green Hill.
Yeah.
Like cannibalism in the jungle.
That's right.
I wonder if that's got anything to do with that, maybe.
I can't remember all the lyrics.
You can't actually hear the lyrics.
No,
or
it's
work out
impossible.
what
You
he's
need
singing.
the lyrics.
Even the choruses you think you might be able to work on. He was singing Earth AD. It sounded like he was saying medic to me.
Yeah.
It's like he was saying medic. But yeah. It was. Yeah, not bad. Not not my usual cup of tea, but I can see like if I'd listened to it back in the day when I didn't have so many albums, and give it a good few plays, it would probably have grown on me.
He doesn't hate it.
I don't hate it.
Consider that a plus.
Yeah. Right, but you hate your beer.
Yeah, my beer is weird.
Fucking weird. I'm not sure if it's meant to taste like that.
Tastes like when your beer's off, to be honest.
Yeah.
But knowing the Belgians, that might be what they were going for. Right, next slide.
That's why they all talk with that weird, the Flemish accent. It's like they've got that beer in the back of their throat. Whatever.
I keep forgetting to get the cloth.
Oh yeah, we need to just get a cloth to wipe the blinking fluff off the blinking needle. Anyway, so that was, what was that, about 8 minutes, that whole side?
Yeah, this side's even shorter.
Oh, right. Brace myself.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the second half.
So fucking good.
Yeah, it's definitely because you've listened to it.
Yeah, I
in your
fucking
youth.
love it so much.
But yeah, it's really fucking in your head. And you're fucking, but to me, it was alright.
Yeah.
Quite
slowly. Oh yeah, I'm not going to argue.
It's the same kind of like over and over again. But if you get into it, then it's cool.
Misfits are like that anyway.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad to listen to it because I didn't listen to it before. But yeah, just sort of heads down, punky, noisy. No fucking finesse, but that's not a bad thing necessarily in the music that we like. You don't need to be your fucking ballerina. Just fucking attitude and aggression, and you can get off on that anyway.
The way I think like a raw, in-your-face album can still sound well produced, and that's what I think about that album.
You think it's quite
it sounds like the guitars are really big. It sounds really amazing, even though it's a straight up kind of raw album. It still sounds really good to me.
It's not muddy or like things aren't fucked up. Don't worry yet, dude. We got to reintroduce it first. So eager to get the
beer. Yeah.
So eager to get the taste of the last one out of your mouth, ain't you? Right, I'll let you put this one away. Anything else you want to say about it?
Well, I'll just quickly run through the songs. You had Wolf's Blood.
Yeah.
This was
two EPs together or so.
Two EPs together.
Yeah.
Really. Wolf's Blood come out as a single, I believe.
Yeah, because I was saying to you, why does it say Wolf's Blood on the back and Earth AD on the front? And they say it's basically two EPs put together.
Yeah, hence it's only 16 minutes.
But you was also saying there are a couple of singles there around about that time. Why didn't they put it all on make it into an album?
And make it more longer. You had Mummy Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight was a single with We Bite, which sounds exactly like this album. Like same production, obviously all done in the same studio. Yeah,
right. At the same time. I suppose singles were more of but normally singles used to be a single from the album, didn't they?
Yeah.
Used to be more of that, but
I think Misfits like to release a single. Venom did it as well, funny enough. They like to release a single that's not on an album. Right. I think they were into doing that.
Yeah, interesting.
Venom did that. Some bands do it.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing else to add. Check it out if you haven't. I mean, I'll put the link so you can listen to it at the same time as we were listening to it, kind of thing. If you're not already familiar with the album, well, and this next one I'm not familiar with at all. As I said, this is EXE. It's just my mate left it over my house once, and I've set hold of it ever since. I noticed as well on the back, they were quite. So I just show the pictures on the back. They were looking pretty metal of that era kind of thing. But I've noticed that there's writing on the back, which seems to be like nursery rhymes.
The mouse run up the clock.
Yeah, hickory dickory dock, the mouse run up the clock. How can a mouse run up a clock? It should be a spider. Mary, Mary, crack a tree. What a stuck-up priss. Peter, that's all right. He's covered up. Pussycat, wherever you've been, let me step on your tail. Or it's maybe spin you around and let you fly like a boomerang. Rockabye baby on the treetop. When the bough breaks, the baby will, I don't know, and be squashed. Fall and get squashed, I think it says. So it's just weird. I was thinking maybe
they're taking a rhyme and put their own spin on it.
Yeah, Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. What the hell is a tuffet? What the hell?
That's a good point.
What the hell is a muffet? Yeah, it's quite weird. I was thinking maybe this was like lyrics for one of the songs, so it's got a lyric sheet inside it. But
that's really bizarre.
No lyrics to do with that.
Quite funny though.
But there's some interesting. They've got a song called Slayer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So when did Slayer form?
Oh, before then.
Yeah, but I wonder if it was dedicated to them or like
Hopefully.
thinking about them. There's also a Seek and Destroy as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, a song called Seek and Destroy.
Music by... Okay, it's their song.
Yeah, I wonder if when did
Yeah.
Seek and Destroy by Metallica come
Well,
out?
that's 83.
Oh, so much earlier then.
Yeah.
What did I say this was? 87, didn't I?
But-
But they seem to have been influenced by them. So we
God, it's filthy.
it's pretty filthy.
Why pit? Why
I just
did you
noticed
top
got-
or something?
That's fucking stupid.
What?
That is, you got side icky and
Yeah.
side pooey.
Really? Let's have a laugh at these guys.
That's fucking crazy.
That's brilliant.
Let's have a look. Metal Hell seems to be the. It doesn't actually say which one is which on here. Metal Hell is the first one mentioned. No, they're not even in that order even. So I don't know what side to fucking. Oh, type 2A. So this must be the first side, right? Axis LP 2A. Let's call that.
Dusty
Yeah,
as
it's a bit
fuck.
dusty. A little bit dusty. Should bring the fucking. Need to bring the bloody watch cleaner down.
Yeah, we keep forgetting that, don't we?
Yeah.
Are we going to do the beer?
Oh yeah, we've got to mention the beer.
The beer.
Let's do the beer now.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got this. Well, I already bought them today. A chocolate story, chocolate milk stout, 4.8 York's Chocolate Story, York Chocolate Festival. To bring you this super chocolatey and creamy milk stout.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Go. Say it again.
There's a line missing or something, a word missing. To bring you this super chocolatey and creamy milk stout, have teamed up with the guys from the excellent.
We have. They've forgotten the we.
They've
haven't
forgotten the
they?
we.
Forgotten the we.
Amateurs.
Take it back.
Yeah, I'll fucking demand my money back.
Yeah.
Sorry, but the grammar on the side of this can
It's wrong.
distracted from the flavour.
Yeah.
Which brings to life York's iconic part in the history of chocolate in the UK. And our friends from Warmgate Ale House, with whom we have worked closely since forming the brewery 4 years ago. Oh look, it's got a wheel like the
Yeah, I noticed that.
so
yeah.
malty and sweet are high, mouthfeel is 4, I'd say. Fruit, a little bit of fruit, hop and bitter. Yeah, that's interesting.
Where are they based? Sorry?
It's got 5 on the chocolate rating. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5. Well, vegetarian friendly, but not vegan because it's got milk in it.
Yeah.
Milk
No
stout.
one hasn't.
Yeah. Brew York, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yorick, as the
Signature
Vikings
brew.
like to call it. Or
read that
Jorvik,
for me?
on it. Brewed with music, it said.
Okay,
Brewed
that's
with
good. We
signature
are.
beer. Signature brew beer music. Nightliner Coffee Porter, 5.7%. Since 2011, we have created award-winning music-inspired beers and collaborated with some of the world's best musicians at our East London breweries. Coffee Porter. This beer combines intense coffee tones with notes of dark chocolate to take you on a journey into the night, just like its tour bus namesake.
Oh, right, where are they based then? Does it say? Can you find it anywhere? It says East London.
Somewhere in London.
Oh, they're on there.
Business, some Uplands Business Park. E17, this is Walthamstow.
Local brewery. That's
Signature Brew, Walthamstow. Uplands Business Park. Interesting.
Okay.
Metal, it says on the side. Metal recycles forever.
Does. It does.
Is this inspired by the music of Kylie Minogue, your favourite artist?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
You're
not
fucking
really.
lucky
It
I didn't
doesn't.
play something like that one day.
It doesn't say.
Oh, right,
it's
so
inspired
that's
by
the thing about Stones,
Yeah.
is they'll get some local
our local off licence.
local stuff, yeah. Oh, cool. I have to find out where the hell that is.
Uplands Business Park.
Yeah, Uplands. Oh, I know where that is. I know where Uplands Business Park is. It's Lee Bridge Road.
Right.
Yeah, cool. I have to check them out. If they've got an open tap room. Not every brewer necessarily got an open tap room. It smells lovely.
Oh, mine smells quite lovely as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure which one. I've got a bigger can anyway, so
Yeah.
that's always good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell the chocolate in the air. Oh, yeah. Chin chin, old bee.
Yeah.
Can I sniff?
Oh, yeah.
So
Smell it.
more coffee.
Coffee, more chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. How is that? I can't taste it, can I?
No. Cheeky little chocolatey.
Yeah, do you want to have a little?
I'll have a little nibble of your coffee one.
It's really nice. It's really, really nice.
Wow. Ooh. Well, that's quite a little kick.
There's a kick, but
Yeah.
it's not horrible.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't drag on. it's like it's a little bit of coffee, but then it kind of fades quite quickly.
To be honest, I think anything might have tasted good after my
that last one was crap. Yeah. Anyway,
right.
Final.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Right, so we're both intrigued in what this is going to sound like.
Oh, that's got bloody side. It does say actually on the album, it's side icky and side pooey.
Yeah. Oh, I like the opening riff already.
Yeah. Okay, what was your thoughts? As soon as I brought it to the table,
Yeah.
your thoughts first, I reckon.
I quite liked it.
I didn't mind it.
It started more thrashier, didn't it?
Yeah.
First couple of numbers were pretty thrashy.
It kind of like, from the look of it, apparently we looked them up, AEXE, we used to be called Execution, and they changed their name because there's too many other executioners around. And from the look of them, and from the description, I expected a lot more fast, raucous, kind of speedy kind of, but it would end up being sort of mid-paced to slowish in
Especially
places.
towards the end, that little hell and Slayer.
Less thrashy and more old school heavy metal you were thinking as well. But the last track, Slayer, I thought was going to be like a
fast one.
I thought it was going to be a rager.
Yeah.
But it was like a sort of slow, not plodding, not as bad as plodding. But it was good enough pace with our little feet were tapping. But I was wondering if there was enough in there, like memorable catchy choruses or catchy riffs, to like, if you bought this at the same time you bought loads of other albums at that point, would you have, would you have gone back to it? Like they compared it, saying it was the best debut of 1987, other than the Ultraviolence, along with the Ultraviolence. I think the Ultraviolence has got a lot more going on in it than this does.
Yeah,
you can see why Death Angel Ultraviolence was still remembered, and much more to this day. Nothing bad about it, but just.
I like the way I love how it started.
Yeah.
The first couple of songs I thought were really good. It's interesting because it looks like they got two lead vocalists, like a bass. Because one of the vocalists seemed like one's more like shouty vocalist, one was more
kind of thrashy style as you'd expect. Yeah. I wasn't expecting. And when this, it's like when you listen to an album for the first time and you don't know what the singer's going to be like, and the singer's going on, the music's going on, like, this isn't too bad. What's the singer going to do? And I was just kind of expecting a more, I don't know, harsh but it was. Also, didn't we say we thought the guitars might have been a bit muted before, even though the bass was quite high.
You could tell when the bass guitar come in, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
It's an 87. It's
it's true.
It's an 87 production.
Yeah.
To be honest though, this is an album coming from Lindsay, so I'm impressed anyway. So
that's a slight on our mate Lindsay, but we like taking the piss out of him, so it's all good.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, not bad. I'm hoping there's a few more rages on the second side actually, but yeah, I mean, if you was just like not to be doing, don't actually score them, but it's so far there's nothing on there that's going to raise it up to the pinnacle for me, I would say. Yeah. But yeah, they're decent enough.
But we got the second side.
The second side, it might be all rages on the second side. Let's see.
Exactly.
So these guys. This was their first album, 87.
Yeah.
They brought another album out in 90.
Yeah.
And they reformed again in 2015. So
they're
currently going now, apparently.
I'll check these out live.
They've had one EP actually. They've had one EP since they reformed. 2015, they brought out. So the second album is called Sicker Than I Thought. It's got a bit of a cheesy album cover actually. Yeah. Like. That's a bit daft. It looks a bit crap. That. Yeah. I can't show it.
Interesting though.
Yeah, you can look at yourself. Yeah. But I thought it's really interesting. But they've got Anti-Hero of 1,000 Faces is their new EP from 2015.
That's a pretty weird cover.
Just 4 tracks. Bad Superman is the name of one of the tracks.
Right.
Interesting.
Cool. Wasn't he a bad Superman in Superman 4?
There's actually a film called Brightburn. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's basically Superman if he was a complete and utter cunt. But when he comes in as a kid, and like their family tried to raise him but he turns out to be a complete psychopath and he just kills people as like with superpowers.
Sounds like a great film.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Right, here we go. Second side. Let's do it. Metal. What's it starting off with?
Martial law. Bit of a slow start. Okay, that's the end of Crib Death. That was the name of that one.
That was quite aggressive. I quite
Yeah,
liked that one.
that was a letdown actually. I mean, maybe I was overplayed by what was written on the front of the cover, and Lindsay sort of begged it up a little bit as well. But then the second half, I was hoping it'd be a bit more pizzazz, but it was just slow again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That first song had a really long, repetitive section that went on like twice as long as it should have done before it went
more
into.
than twice as long. I'd
Yeah,
say.
and when it kicked into something else, it didn't kick in with much energy, you know. I don't know if it's the fact that it's 1987. We got to kind of try and consider what was around at then that time, but it just everything was like the Seek and Destroy blinking track. Just kind of, it was all a bit slow and pedestrian though, wasn't it? It was all like just,
Fatally Wounded was a bit quicker.
yeah, slightly.
Quick
But
Death was aggressive. I quite liked.
yeah, it had a little bit different, but there was nothing really dynamic, nothing really catchy. No kind of squealing guitar stuff that bloody well got you like. There's not a single like. This is the biggest reaction we had to it, both of us, was a little bit of foot tapping. At no point did we fucking think to play some air guitar. There was no like guitar bits that came in that we were like, yeah.
In fact, we got sidetracked and started looking at 1987.
We started looking at
releases,
other
didn't we?
albums that came out in 1987.
Yeah.
Testament's The Legacy came out in 1987, and I think whoever wrote the thing saying that this was the best debut that year, apart from Death Angel's Ultraviolence. Maybe they never listened to Testament's The Legacy, because that's definitely a lot better than this one was.
I liked it though.
It was alright.
I think like it's the problem with that time is there was a lot of Thrash by Numbers, and I think that was Thrash by Numbers.
Already, do you reckon? Already?
Yeah, I think so. 87, 88. There was a lot of bands starting to come out with the style, and unfortunately,
I got the impression maybe they were a heavy metal band and suddenly thought, oh, Thrash is big, let's try and make it a little bit more thrashy.
Because there was a lot of
maybe
heavy
it was
metal sound and stuff.
maybe it was a transitioning. It was like, you know.
It was, I didn't mind it. I quite
I was
liked
thinking I
it.
wouldn't mind checking out the second album to see if they, you know, embraced a bit more speed. You know what I mean?
I bet they didn't.
Do you reckon they went the other way and tried to get
other way,
possibly.
1990?
Yeah, maybe.
But no,
Sad.
I liked it. You know.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I won't say I liked it. I said I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But
started off more promising though.
yeah,
didn't it,
I think a couple of the first track or two were a bit, but it did get a bit pedestrian towards the end. I thought there was like that long bit for no really apparent, and every single track you think we're going to start with a bang, starting with a little instrumentally bit, like a little blinking twiddly guitar, a bit of clean guitar or something like that, you know. And I think they just needed a lot more heads down, blinking, raging. Also, wouldn't have hurt to have a catchy chorus or two. There wasn't a single bit. There wasn't a single song where like it went back into. There probably was choruses, but it wasn't. Nothing was getting in my head at all.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, it was all right.
I could hear it again and maybe have a bit of understanding second time around.
Yeah, and it also wouldn't hurt from. But that's the thing. A lot of it's one of those albums. Definitely not an instant banger. Definitely not. Maybe a grower, but whether you give it the chance to grow.
When it first started, because it started with that kind of like really quick start, I thought, oh, this is going to be like pretty awesome. But I still liked it, but it's not. It didn't blow me away.
No, it didn't blow me away. I didn't dislike it. No. I was hoping for more.
I wasn't.
No.
Because it come from
if it was better, you would have heard of it already.
I was thinking it might be more of a sort of glammy thing. but obviously looking at the back, more of a metal type thing.
Much more.
But it's interesting that you've had it all this time, you've not really heard it. It's interesting.
No, I'm lazy. I don't listen to vinyl much. Really, I'm too busy doing other things.
Yeah.
Need to sit in this room more, play some vinyl there while I'm reading comics or doing computer stuff.
Yeah.
But because I'm on YouTube a lot, I'm watching other people's videos, trying to support people's channels.
Yes.
I've only they'd reciprocate.
Yeah. Good word.
yeah. But so which album did you prefer today? Your
Come
album.
on. It's interesting. Which one did you prefer?
I know, that's what I thought. Actually, by doing that one that I've not really listened to.
This is a chin stroking situation.
Yeah, beard stroking, definitely.
What the no?
Yeah, there's not much in it, to be honest. I mean, I think your album sounded like
quick.
And it sounded like it'd be a bit more promising because it had a bit more speed going on with it, a little bit more heads down raging kind of thing. No, it wasn't proper like metal raging. It was like your punky kind of stuff. It gave because it was quick burst. EXE, because there was nothing really catchy and there was some slow pedestrian bits, he got, and then towards the end he was like, you know, counting the bloody pattern on the wall kind of thing, you know. He's got a little bit, but I'll go with EXE because it was my album.
It's metal.
Yeah, it was more metal, but it had less awesome metal parts than I would like for it to have. But equally, it could, like I say, it could be one of those ones you listen to it a few times, like maybe have it on in the background or you do something. I find that quite a lot with stuff, like you have an album, oh, I'm not too keen on nothing special, and you keep playing it and you're doing something, like, and suddenly you notice you're singing along, like, and you're like, hold on, it's that album that I didn't think was much good, like two or three plays ago, and now I'm singing along to it, you know. So that's the thing with metal, though. If it's not an instant banger, then quite often it could be left on the wayside. You don't give enough chance.
It's true.
Yeah. Anyway,
alright.
Summing up, how was your beer? Better than the first beer, yeah?
Oh God, yeah. That's nice.
And we've got
check these guys out from Walthamstow.
We've got a 12 boxer coming soon, haven't we?
A couple of days, maybe something like that. Maybe 3 days.
So we'll have a beer guy show coming up soon. So keep an eye out for that. And
12.
Nice.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we recently did a Celtic Frost ranking as well. Yeah. That probably went up yesterday actually. I might put one up Friday, one up Saturday maybe.
Check that out.
Yeah, check it out. And that's it then. Check out our podcast as well. We do our shows. And we're back next week, next month, a couple of weeks, who knows?
Yeah.
When we've got the money and the time.
Yeah.
And play a couple more records and drink a couple more beers. Yes. Cheers for watching.
Cheers.